Welcome to the first episode of Inspiring Humans. This one starts local, in my hometown Wiesbaden, with Hans.
Isst du gerne Fischnüsse?
Ja, klar.
I met Hans 2016 at a Changemaker Film Festival, where he was hosting a workshop and I was interviewing all the speakers, including him. I figured out that he is actually the person who initiated everything which amazed me about my hometown.
Fanfare 2017.
Es gibt ja Nussmacher und also es gibt Leute, die machen die Nuss so auf. Ich glaube, die Nuss ist besser dafür geeignet. Die legen die da hin und nehmen den da. Mit einer Pinzette machen. Ich nicht. Irgendwie kriegt
Da ist das Ding.
Genau.
Yeah.
Also wenn die Nüsse reif sind, dann sind sie reif.
Also natürlich, wenn man diese Welt verändern will, was der normale menschliche Wille in einen auch loslöst, das geht nur dann, und da komme ich zum Bye Street, wenn ich nicht in der Lage bin, eine Straße zu verändern, also eine Ecke zu verändern, dann bin ich auch nicht in der Lage, diese Welt zu verändern. Weil wenn du es spielerisch und fantasievoll machst, dann erntest du ja auch spielerisch und fantasievolle Sachen. Wenn du es als Sorge und als Verkümmerung und verbittert machst, dann erntest du natürlich auch genau dasselbe. Also bin ich der Meinung immer, dass der Veränderungsprozess nicht nur um die Veränderung des Veränderungswillens geht, sondern vor allem, wie verändern wir. Und sollten wir schaffen, es spielerisch und freudig zu verändern, dann kommt ja spielerisch und Freude raus. Es geht wahrscheinlich gar nicht anders.
Creating solutions full of joy. That message really impressed me. Hans, the free spirit that he is always full of new ideas for a better environment. He loves to create playful cultural gatherings. Because this resonates with me a lot, I accompanied him as a filmmaker to document the Happy Happy Joy Joy picnic. And I joined the Refugee Solidarity Walk, which he also created with his staff. Back to the tents. Here I am at another project with him, where he invites people to come along to discuss the future of our city, enjoy nature and sleep in one of these tents.
Da habe ich so einen Solidaritätsmonat gehabt, da habe ich 24 Nächte, 24 Tage lang mit Obdachlosen auf dem Fallbrunnenplatz gepennt. 2 UN-Zelte. 2013, der Mensch auf der Flucht. Ja, das war gut.
Inconspicuous as he may seem, immersing himself into one of his passions, playing music, the scope of his endeavor stretches beyond Wiesbaden. He's a 4-time CEO. One of his companies hosts events with outside-the-box approaches for big brands like H&M, VW and Adidas to strengthen the creative potential of the employees. 2007, Hans meets Nobel Peace Prize laureate Yunus. 2009, they create a joint venture to spread the idea of social business throughout the world. Full of surprises, Hans gives me a call to be able to attend the One Young World Summit in Colombia, which gathers 1,300 changemakers from all over the world. I'm a man who's got very specific taste. After arrival, I figured out that I not only got to be press, I got to be part of a team, the so-called Yunus delegation. Hans and Professor Yunus' schedules are packed with meetings, workshops and speeches.
Okay, that's very good. Very nice to meet you. Hope to see you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I get to hang out backstage and talk to a supermodel, an astronaut, and the Billy Elliot director, to name only a few. All chill. Here you see the president of Guatemala. This is Jerem Jar, a social media star. This is too crazy to be true, even for Hans, who has been a speaker at this event for 8 years.
Diesen Menschen zu sitzen, da denkt man manchmal, ja, was hat man denn getan, dass man diese Ehre hat? Gerade neben Kofi Annan und neben dem Präsident war schon der Hammer.
Ja.
Maybe it's also because he is the creative advisor of Yunus, who is a big inspiration for Hans since 2005. So here, walking with Yunus, I get the chance to understand the idea of social business a little bit better.
Today is 5th, right?
Yes.
Professor Yunus won the Nobel Peace Prize 2006 with his Grameen Bank, giving so-called microcredits to poor people.
And I thought, why not? Let me try. So I started lending money out of my own pocket. It's not, I didn't discuss with anybody, I didn't say it's a great idea coming up, nothing. I thought, maybe I can do something for a few people.
Until today, Grameen Bank unleashed their entrepreneurial capabilities of over 300 million people. And then, it's time for Hans to hit the stage.
Alright, perfect. You got it?
Super is universal.
Super is universal.
This is a real moment to get connected. So, let's see how we can create a new wave of hope.
Founder of Microcredit and Social Business, Professor Yunus, join us on stage.
Zero poverty, zero unemployment, zero net carbon emission. So these are the 3 zeros. Yeah!
Signing robot. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We can
Signing robot.
You can program this for you. That's not a big problem.
The more money you have, the more you can get. This is the basic principle of banking.
The problem of wealth concentration, as stated in a recent study, is that 42 people in the world own as much money as the poorest half of the entire population.
In a social business way, money goes out, does the work, and comes back. That is the basic feature of social business, because here I don't want to make money.
To consider money as a tool to increase its value in the way it can impact people is very powerful. Social business is selfless because it's about solving problems without any intention to make profit. Professor Yunus says, money making is happiness, making others happy is a super happiness. More meetings.
The moment you create those fictions, imaginations, you say, hey, that could be where she did it in a fictional way, I can do it in a practical way. The practice concept. So that imagination is very important. First to believe that the impossibles can become possible, that's our history. So make a list of all the impossibles. And make sure you make them possible in our lifetime. We have to keep this in imagination. We have to have hunger for this. If you don't have hunger, we accept it, then it will not happen. Because I don't have the hunger, or collectively we don't have the hunger.
Don't settle for little things. Go for big things because you are created for big things. Don't compromise yourself. Thank you very much.
I really admire the necessity they both see in changing the world and actually creating solutions for a world they would like to live in. They are enriched with visionary ideas and tackle it full of joy. Some people call Hans the Robin Hood of social creativity. As Hans stated at the beginning, change starts in the smallest entity. What impresses me the most is that he loves to self-experiment with good habits. One evening he showed me on his phone that he already walked a distance of 21 kilometers. Because he avoids taking a car, he says walking brings him closer to his surrounding and develops his empathy. For him, being a walker is part of the peace movement. With Hans, nothing seems impossible.
mit Nussfingern. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. And you can be sure that he will be the one hopping to his next adventure.